Hello and welcome. I believe you're my next appointment. Excellent. Take a seat right there. Get super comfortable. Let me know if there's anything you need, okay? We ran out of snacks a few weeks ago, but we do have tap water. So if you'd like tap water, I've got you. So you were here for a trim, correct? Perfect. I'm going to get right started. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work in sections. So I'm going to go ahead and section off part of your hair, and then I'm going to use this little clipper. It kind of looks like a little alligator. Like, look. Sorry, I pinched a client's eyelid, so I probably shouldn't do that anymore. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go around. Grab this section. We're going to start on this side of your head. I'm going to kind of ravel that and clip it like that. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors. These are my professional scissors. They were actually passed down for me by my grandpa, and they've never been sharpened. They've never been touched. So they're vintage, and they work really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of take. Oh, I almost brushed your hair with the scissors. I'm gonna kind of take a section with my fingers and kind of go like that. Oh, do you like my hat? I had to wear it because I accidentally cut too much hair off of. I wanted to do layers, but I just sort of cut around my head, like right around here, and it looks really bad, so I have to put a hat on, and I've been having to wear it for a few weeks, so just gonna kind of trim up wherever I deem necessary. And I've got tons of tools actually, so I've got a lot of good stuff, okay? I also have these little scissors, and I find these work really good too. And I also have nail clippers. They actually work surprisingly well at cutting the hair. I recently experimented with that. Cutting a few more strands. And I have double cuticle clippers. Okay. I'm gonna cut a little bit with that, but these are more for like precise cuts. Cut it a little bit shorter and a little uneven, so I'm gonna fix that really quick, okay? So what kind of hairstyle were you hoping for? We might have to go a little bit shorter than that. I'm thinking we're gonna have to go with a bob today. Hopefully that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna take out your clip, and I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting the next section, which is the top section, just sort of cutting it near the ear. Like that, to give you a really good bob. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and section the next part of your hair at this side. Let's go ahead. Okay, and twist that. I think that's gonna hold perfect. Let's begin. Yeah, I was just showing off my other tools before, but mostly I'm gonna be using this one and my other scissors, but to clean it up, we'll use my other tools as well. That. Let's go in with the small ones. Like that. Let's go ahead and let the clip out, let the hair fall. Your hair's a bit knotted. I'm just gonna brush it. I have this rat tail comb. You can also use it to part the hair with this part. It's this metal pick part, but I'm gonna be using the plastic comb part. It's got these little plastic teeth on it. Do you see them? I got this from the dollar store. So I'm just gonna be going ahead and brushing the hair out. And this is really gonna help me to get a better idea of where your hair is, because I just realized your hair is a little knotted and it's not really parted down the center properly, which can give a sort of uneven look. Like part of this, like, because I might have strands from this half moving onto this half. Once they go back, then they'll be like shorter than they should be, if that makes sense. So I just need to fix your hair up. And sometimes I get a little overzealous when it comes to cutting people's hair. I just get so freaking excited that I don't want to stop, and I don't want to like think for 2 seconds, but gotta slow down. Can't just get too excited. I just love using scissors. Scissors are so fun. So I'm just brushing the hair like so. Trying to be really gentle because I don't want to tug it all. You want to see something kind of cool? My hat can clip. See? This is how I can stay really cozy and warm. Even in the winter time. Even though it's not winter anymore. Are you excited for summer? Do you have any fun summer plans or anything like that? Me, I think I'm gonna eat a hot dog. I think that's my summer plans. But I like your summer plans too. Parting the hair as best as I can. Thank you for staying still. Sometimes I cut the hair of children and they tend to go like that unless they have an iPad in front of them. And I just want to say thank you, because all my iPads are dead right now. So like, if you wanted to play Roblox and if that was the only way to get you to like sit still, that'd be really unfortunate, because like I said, well, I really only have one iPad. My singular iPad is dead. Do you play Roblox at all? I love Roblox. I recently was playing this game. It's called like Survive on an Island or Survive in the Ocean. I like those types of games. But I like video games a lot. Do you play any games? Sorry, I had to really hyper focus on parting your middle part. Do you want to see something? I forgot to show you these at the start, but these are my hair inspirations. This is what really got me into wanting to be like a hairstylist. It's these little guys. I just think they look so fabulous, don't you think? Look at their hair. I just thought that they had the most fabulous hair in the world, and I wanted to make everybody feel as fabulous as they do, because I think they probably feel quite fabulous with their tiny little hairs. You can even like brush it a little bit. Okay, so actually I can't brush it because their hair is super knotted. Oh, there we go. Isn't that... Oh, I think I kind of made it frizzy by accident. Oh no. Isn't it so cute? It's a little cat. It's a littlest pet shop. I like cooking their heads in. This one's also really cute. His hair is like a ponytail that like goes back. Do you see? This is what Ariana Grande looks like. Hello, I'm Ariana Grande. Yo. Do you know that Larry David video where he says Ariarg? I like that video. Anyways, those are my hair inspirations. So I like showing everybody that because I just want to let you know those are my muse. That's where I'm coming from artistically. When I make artistic choices, that's sort of the foundation of where those artistic choices come from. I'm going to use my nail clippers again. These are extra sturdy, so they work for toenail clippers, for toenails, but I don't use it for that. I just have 2 pairs, but anyways, I just want to let you know that if you were looking for a pair, this one's pretty good. I don't know what the brand is, but anyways, I'm just going to kind of cutting all around there. I like to dual wield my cuticle cutters. I really like this one because it sounds really like thick and heavy. Let's do this thing. Double clip in. It also helps me to work at a really fast rate. I like to try and cut hair as quickly as possible. Like I'm like a race car driver and I'm like zooming around. Dun, 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 dun. Max Verstappen. Okay. Okay, actually, I think I should slow down a little bit. Okay, I did make it kind of uneven, so I'm gonna have to try and re-evenify it. They're like, my scissors are kind of big and they kind of like flop around, but I try to hold them really firm, like a grip of like a velociraptor gripping onto my scissors, which actually they could be my claws. Like I could be like Wolverine. Shing, katana wins. Victory. I like cutting people's hair. I think it's fun. Gonna grab these ones now. I also like these ones because they have the metal. No, the opposite of metal, the rubber grips. You'll notice that these ones only have metal around the finger holes. You see that? But these ones have rubber. So the rest of it's metal, but this is rubber. Can it come apart, do you think? Oh, it can. I could totally, like, look. I could probably, like, rip it off. Or, like, bite it off like I'm, like, a little rat in the woods. Wouldn't that be a dream? I really like listening to these scissors and just entering a zen mode and just really letting the hair stylist spirits guide me. And I told you that those are my grandpa's scissors. I come from a long line of hair cutters, so I like to let my ancestors guide my hands and guide my knowledge. Sorry, I got distracted. Do you ever get like curious on how things work? Like, how do you think, like, have you ever seen like a tulip? They like close up in the nighttime and then during the daytime they like open up more. Like in the nighttime they get really tight, and they but in the morning time they like start to open so they can like get the sun. But what tells the tulip to do that? The tulip doesn't have a brain. The tulip doesn't have reasoning. Does it have I guess it has sensors. But isn't that weird to think about? Because it's a tulip. It doesn't have eyeballs. But it can like sense time. Does it sense the drop in temperature? Because it will even do it inside. I had tulips just sort of, did their little tulip thing. Your hair's looking a little interesting. I'm just gonna brush it out again. So anyways, I've just been thinking about that ever since. So, did you want that tap water, by the way? You'll pass. Okay. If you get really thirsty though, let me know. Wow. What kind of hairstyle did you want again? Oops, that was a really bad part. I have makeup on my palm of my hand. I think that's from my freckles. Wait, no, it's stained. I actually don't know what that is. Oh wait, it actually might be from my freckles, because my freckles, some of them are real, but some of them are fake. And it's semi-permanent, so if you accidentally get it on other parts of your skin, it stains it. So I think that's what happened. Either that, or maybe it was the chocolate fudge Ben & Jerry's ice cream that I was eating last night. I fell asleep while eating. Maybe it dried to my hand, and maybe it is seeping into my skin. Maybe you can get a Ben & Jerry's tattoo. Maybe Ben & Jerry's ice cream is actually the ideal ice cream for a tattoo. And cause I think it is clearly sticking onto my skin. And I might have just discovered something, a scientific discovery. Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, so I fixed it up a little bit. I'm just going to also use these. Mostly because I find them fun. And I'm just going to... Thank you for letting me cut your hair, by the way. A lot of people lose trust in me and they think that I do a bad job, but I really do try my best. Look, my little knitting needles could be like a marching band. You could be a drum, and I could be a marching band guy. I could drum on your head like this, very gently, just gently. Dipping, tapping on the head, but sadly that's not what I'm paid for. And like I was saying, I'm paid to cut hair. And yeah, a lot of people, they just don't really trust me, and so I appreciate you taking the chance and coming to see me today. Okay. I do have some unfortunate news though. It's basically that I cut your hair a lot shorter than I should have. So now you have a bowl haircut. I think it looks really good on you though. So that's the upside. I honestly think you kind of look like Isabel from Animal Crossing, like this. See how her hair, well these are her ears, but imagine their hair. Imagine this is what you look like. Like this. And I think it actually is a really cute look for you. And do you see how happy she is? She's very happy. So I hope that you can be just as happy as she is, even though you didn't exactly get what you wanted out of this haircut. But on the bright side, you look great. You smell great. I've been wanting to ask you what your body wash was this whole time, so if you could let me know that before you leave, that would be awesome. Another plus, I'm going to give you a discount, 5% off for my errors. And another bonus is we could be friends. And if you wanted, I'd even let you play with one of my muses. This one could be you and this one could be me, and we could go hey best friend, how are you today? Oh, I'm great. You don't want to do that, okay. But could you still pay at least?